Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here, as you guys can see up on the screen. Today I want to talk a little bit about Sofi Technologies Incorporated. This is ticker symbol SOFI, and the reason why we're talking about this one today is today was a day that a lot of us have been waiting for quite some time for Sofi. Obviously, this was the Q4 2021, full year 2021 earnings report. They came out after hours today, and as you guys can see up on the screen, it had a big impact on the stock price. Now, what was interesting, obviously, is Sofi was down 2% intraday, and largely I think that's because the whole market was kind of down. All the indices were down. You can see Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, Russell were all down, and all down a pretty significant amount today. Now, Sofi was down a little bit more than all them, but that's pretty normal. I don't think this was the market saying they weren't expecting a good earnings report from Sofi, because we had seen Sofi, do pretty well over the past week leading up to this earnings report. So I think the market was expecting a pretty good earnings report. I've heard a lot of people talking positively about it. But after hours, as soon as we got to after hours and the numbers and the report started coming out, the stock crashed down. The Sofi was down 5% plus after hours immediately, which was crazy, interesting. But then this thing shot up. Obviously, you can see up 19% after hours at the time of recording this. We're currently at $13.34. We've been as high as $13.45. And man, this stock was $8.82 a couple days ago, February 23rd. What is that? 6 days ago, this stock was $8.82, and now we're sitting at $13.33. I mean, what is that? That's like a 50% increase in like 5 or 6 days. That's crazy. Crazy. But in this video today, we'll be going over the earnings report, talking about everything you guys need to know about it. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Of course, as always, there's going to be no financial advice in this video. I'm not telling you guys to buy, sell, do anything like that. Just giving my thoughts and opinions on some of the news that's happening in the stock market world. With that being said, let's get right into this. Year to date, Sofi is still going to be down pretty big. I'm trying to find if there's a time, so we're at similar prices where we were on January 24th. So really, we're probably still down about 15% year to date in 2022, which is crazy. But man, that's a lot easier to stomach, than being down close to 40% year to date. But here it is. Sofi Technologies is from Business Wire. Sofi Technologies reports fourth quarter and fiscal year 2021 results. Some of the big things: record GAAP and adjusted revenue for fourth quarter and full year 2021. Fourth quarter, GAAP revenue up 67%, $280 million of adjusted revenue, up 54% year over year. Fourth quarter, adjusted EBITDA of $5 million, which is positive for their sixth straight quarter. Very, very good sign. Record 523,000 quarterly new members, adds up 39% sequentially, and record 906,000 quarterly new product adds, up 51% sequentially. So, getting into some of these numbers and some statements from Noto. Noto did say, we hit new highs across our key financial and operating metrics in the fourth quarter, finishing 2021 with record annual results. Goes over some of those same numbers that we just covered there. And he says the best part is that we were able to reach both our adjusted revenue and adjusted EBITDA milestones ahead of plan in an increasingly challenging operating environment, while also significantly exceeding our member growth guidance. So, I mean, he's talking about so many good things. He's talking about a record-breaking quarter, a record-breaking year, and an improvement on guidance. I mean, Sofi is knocking it out of the park all across the board in this earnings report. This is so good. Some of the more numbers and stuff there. Noto did continue as important. We also reached all-time highs in members added, products added, and engagement. Very, very big. Obviously, it's hard to tell exactly how much the Super Bowl, NFC Championship, all their advertising, branding had to do with that. It's tough to tell how many just their new products and services had to do with it. I mean, they had a big year in 2021, and they've been doing a lot of cool stuff in 2022 already as well. They finished 2021 with approximately 3.5 million total Sofi members, up 87%, or 1.6 million from where we started the year, and approximately 500,000 ahead of our stated goal. So they're having insane growth, insane numbers, but they're also beating their own expectations and the market's expectations at the same time, which is just really, really crazy. I mean, obviously, a lot of people expected a good earnings report here, and people kind of have been saying for a while that the stock's undervalued and expected a big explosion, but, even right here, getting to 13.39, like I said, we're still down on the year. This thing still has potentially a lot of room to run. 52-week highs of almost $25. If the stock doubled from here, I don't think a lot of people would be shocked. Now, I don't think it's going to double just off this earnings report. I think, obviously, the state of the market right now is not the healthiest, and a lot of stocks are just kind of being beaten down and are being pushed down. But over the next coming years, I think we could really see some positive things, even before an earnings report like this came out. They added a record 523,000 new members in the fourth quarter, a new high in absolute number terms, up 39% versus the number of net adds in quarter 3 2021. They also extended their string of triple-digit year-over-year product growth for the sixth consecutive quarter, adding 906,000 new products, up 51% versus the number of net adds in the third quarter, to end 2021 with a record of 5.2 million products in total, more than 2.6 million, or 105% higher than where we started the year. That is all very cool. Now, some other things that he said. Noto concluded today, SoFi is in its strongest position ever to differentiate our offerings and ensure that we are delivering for our members and enhancing their experience with each new product they adopt. Our new bank charter, obviously a huge story of 2022, will be a game changer for us in differentiating our SoFi checking and savings offerings in the marketplace and improving our pricing and selection across lending. Acquiring Technesis, this is a new thing that I really wanted them to hit on. A leading cloud-native digital multi-product core banking platform will be a critical next step in our continued efforts to vertically integrate SoFi's business to further accelerate the pace of innovation of our best-of-breed financial products. We expect Technesis to be a growth multiplier for both SoFi and Galileo, in addition to realizing its own enormous growth opportunities, which are further strengthened in partnership with Galileo. All these things are just going to work so well together, which is what a lot of people think, and obviously what Noto's really trying to hammer home here. We think we are well on our way to building the AWS of fintech. That is a big statement that they've been throwing around a lot lately. Big buzzword, but also something that's definitely going to get people excited to hear. We have the right strategy, offering leadership, liquidity, and people to achieve our long-term strategic goal to be the digital one-stop shop for our members. And that's truly what they need to go for if they want to be a successful company, but also a successful stock. For all of the major financial decisions in their lives and all the moments in between. Having just celebrated my 4th anniversary as CEO of SoFi in February, I cannot be more excited about what's ahead, and I feel like we're just getting started. Again, I think these are great statements from Noto. I think he's knocking it out of the park. I think he's doing a great job not only talking about the business piece and the business aspect and everything that they have done and stating things clearly and concisely and really being able to articulate his ideas to the public, but also, I think he's doing a great service to shareholders, getting people excited, saying we're just getting started, saying this is going to be the AWS of fintech, saying we're going to get vertically integrated, all these things. I think he did, I think he's going to do his shareholders proud, his board proud, everyone. I think this was really good. So not only did they have a ton of record-breaking numbers for, 2021 and Q4 2021 and everything, but here is the big part to me, the guidance and outlook so let's get into that. For note, management expects the incremental net interest income revenue from SoFi to only contribute nominally to first quarter 2022 results, and prior to fully originating loans in SoFi Bank, which is currently expected in May of 2022, again, meaning that won't obviously have like they said, a huge impact on quarter 1 of 2022, but partway through quarter 2 of 2022, and then really in the second half of 2022 is when we could start seeing a big impact there. So if you're a long-term investor in SoFi, keep that on your radar. When SoFi began operating SoFi Bank in February, it did not contribute any existing SoFi loans to SoFi Bank and initially capitalized SoFi Bank entirely with cash. Operations are still in transition. The transition is not expected to fully complete until May. Over the last several quarters, SoFi's unique, diversified business model has proven to be an increasingly powerful competitive advantage. Even as SoFi continues to invest and scale, the expectation is for that strength and momentum to continue. SoFi's guidance for the first quarter of 2022 incorporates the negative impact of the unexpected extension of the federal student loan payment moratorium to May 1st. That sucks. Obviously, SoFi is a big company in loan refinancing, and obviously student loan refinancing is a big part of that. But as a moratorium got pushed back to May rather than like January or whatever it's supposed to be, that's revenue, that's money, that's cash that SoFi is leaving on the table there. So, management estimates the negative impact to be approximately 30 to 35 million of revenue and 20 to 25 million of contribution profit in the first quarter. So, we're talking, 8 figures? I mean, it's not nothing, but obviously to a company the size of SoFi, it's not crazy. It's not crippling, but you'd like to have a couple, 35 extra $1 million of revenue, with the expectation that loan origination levels for the entire quarter will remain consistent with those of the first three quarters of 2021. Management expects to generate 280 to 285 million of adjusted net revenue in the first quarter of 2022, up 30 to 32% year over year, and up modestly sequentially, and 0 to 5 million of adjusted EBITDA. And again, had this expired in January, the moratorium that is, they would have expected 310 to 320 million with an adjusted EBITDA of 20 to 30 million. So that is kind of one thing holding them back a little bit, but for the full year 2022, management expects to grow adjusted net revenue 55% year over year to 1.57 billion and deliver adjusted EBITDA of 180 million. Several recent developments factor into current full year guidance. First, management assumes a moratorium of federal student loans is going to expire on May 1st of 2022, and student loan refinancing is going to pick up. Management assumes SoFi Bank will be contributing to SoFi's results more meaningfully in the second quarter. Third, management assumes that Technisa's revenue growth will be 20 to 25% for full year 2022. That's exciting. And fourth, management expects the core SoFi business to deliver incremental adjusted EBITDA margins of 30% in 2022. So yeah, I don't know. Overall, just a lot of great news, a lot of things to be excited about, and obviously, so far at least, the market has been excited about it. Again, still up 19.38% after hours. It is just after hours. It's low volume. It's low liquidity. It's not a ton going on, so it's not super reliable. We'll see how SoFi does, tomorrow morning. We'll see how they do the rest of the week, and it's also going to depend, once again, on how the market as a whole is doing, because if the whole market's going down, SoFi can put out as good numbers as they want. They're probably going down with it. But if the market continues to rebound and look as hot as it has with some of these stocks over the past couple of days and weeks, then hey, SoFi might be in for a bright future. But either way, as someone who's looking this as potentially, a long-term investment, I think this was exciting. And if you're in that position, I think there's a lot to be excited about. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about SOFI. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.